It's only January, and I think we might have found a gem already in the new year of anime. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, Erased Episode 1 came out, and this was not on my radar at all. I did not expect it, wasn't looking forward to it, had no idea what the hell this was, but people kept on hyping it up, saying, yo, you gotta check that out, so I checked it out. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm very pleasantly surprised off this first episode. So to give you a brief synopsis, in case you're unfamiliar with the content, the first episode revolves around the main character Satoru, and he has this weird power that he calls revival, where basically it kind of reverses time back to a moment where he's going through something, and he kind of looks around to see what's different, to see what's happening, because normally when this happens, something bad is about to happen. And it usually is always sparked by seeing a butterfly, so that kind of gave me a little bit of weird pupil vibes, and I know the pupil manga supposedly is good. The anime was shit, so I was kind of like, please don't tell me it's anything like that. But thankfully it wasn't. If I was to give you some sort of comparison of something you might understand, it kind of reminds me of like Final Destination. So this could be pretty much like the anime version of Final Destination. And I really appreciated the vibe that this anime had, the first episode, because initially you would probably think, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to complain, that sometimes it does feel very slow and realistic, because it feels very like normal life, and then like the crazy shit happens. So it's like character is on a job, you know, he's doing something normal, then oh shit, a fucking out of control truck is flying by. But I really appreciated that, because you get those calm moments and, you know, quiet things like that, and then all of a sudden the crazy shit happens. So it's kind of like out of nowhere, like, oh, not really expecting much, and then bam. And apparently it's being done by A1 Pictures. So A1 Pictures, they're usually good on art and animation, and this episode was just that. It was really awesome on the art and animation. I love the way the characters looked. I mean, the mom kind of looked a little bit weird having them fucking fish lips or whatever, but aside from that, it looked pretty fucking legit. Only problem I'm kind of having now, and my concern, is that episode 2 will not be able to live up to the hype that was episode 1, and not just episode 2 in general, because I'm scared of the Seraph of the End effect. And what I mean by that is how episode 1 was absolutely amazing, and then the following episodes it goes into like a weird school setting, and things is just not as hype or relevant to what episode 1 was. To be fair, Seraph of the End did pick up after a while, but I'm just kind of scared of it going that route, because episode 1 was really awesome, but the way it ended, I'm just like, please don't completely deviate from why I originally got into this show. I definitely think something that would have improved the mystery of the first episode was maybe adding a couple more red herrings, because based on what I've seen thus far with this episode, nobody can make any type of guess as to who the killer is, because it just doesn't really compute. Like, the only thing that I could come up with, which logically wouldn't make sense, although there is some supernatural elements to it, so you never know, but the main villain or whatever that we've seen thus far, the kidnapping murderer, he had glasses, and his facial structure kind of reminded me of the main character, so who fucking knows, maybe it's been him all along, that he can travel time or something like that, and he's been a kidnapping murderer himself. You never know. But definitely the first episode had some great setup for a future. Again, I'm just nervous that the following episodes aren't going to live up to the expectations that I have, because episode 1 just very fucking good. The animation, art, music, the setup and everything like that, the characters, I mean, there wasn't too many characters that we were introduced to. We had Satoru, we had his mother, he had that friend that kind of has a crush on him. There was a couple other characters, but for the most part, that was the main cast. So I'm guessing with episode 2 and onward, we're going to get introduced to some new characters to set up a more larger and variety of characters around and whatnot. I mean, episode 1, it was awesome. First impressions right now, I can tell you, I'm definitely going to check out episode 2 and onward, but I have my reservations. I'm not going to go through the moon and say, this is going to be the best anime of the season or the year. Like, let's wait and see if the following episodes will correlate with the epicness that was episode 1. So if I had to give it a score, probably an 8.5 to a 9. It was very good to great. I mean, I just love the vibe and everything. Let's just see if it could keep it up. But let me know what you guys think. If you've seen episode 1 of Erased, what do you think? Did it live up to the hype in your eyes? Are you excited for it? And do you think it's going to continue to be as awesome? And what do you think about the main character? Again, it's on some Final Destination shit, just in anime form. And your overall thoughts of that first episode? Again, I really fucking loved it. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.